Greetings and salutations, this is Big Brother. I want to talk to you guys about an eBay problem with shipment to Canada, international shipping. I've never ever experienced any problems shipping anything international till now. So what happens is the buyer buys something from me, it's 80 bucks, money's not important, and tells me in messaging that I need to check off Canada as a place I ship to. I reply to the buyer saying, hey, everything is good on my end. I don't have a problem shipping international. Probably 20% of my sales are international, most of them Canada. So, you know, everything is set up properly. The buyer gives me another message back, shows me a pic shot of phone, and on the phone it says buyer must select Canada. Well, I call eBay. This happened probably last Monday. I called them Tuesday morning. eBay help is always right there. I never have a problem with them. They tell me that the problem is not mine, that it's the buyer, and that it probably has something to do with the shipping address, which are issues I've ran into in the past. So yeah, it possibly could have been. I was thinking at the time. I contact the buyer back. The buyer says no, this, that, and the other. I call eBay again. eBay tells me to have the buyer call eBay so they can figure out what it is. The buyer responds back to me saying that eBay told them that my listing was wrong. You know, I'm getting kind of fed up at this time. I call eBay again last night. I tried to do a video about it, but it just didn't turn out well. Yeah. So I called them again last night, and their response was, well, the buyer just has to pay for it, and then they'll see their shipping charges, which is what the whole issue is about. She wanted to see how much she was going to pay for her item in total before she got the item, as most transactions are. You want to see the total price, right? Yeah, so I call eBay this morning after I've cooled off, because that was not an acceptable response. That is not how you treat customers. That is not how business is done. So I called them back this morning. I told them to escalate my case. I told them to look at everything on my account. Please go on my account, adjust anything that needs to be adjusted. Please do what you can. Please look at all of our banter back and forth and messaging. You know, they can do that stuff anyway. But, you know, give them permission to do it, because you might be recorded. Yeah, so after I talked to some guy in the shipping department of eBay, he told me that I just need to send him an invoice. That's all. Where the problem was is, since it's going international, I had to mark off eBay shipping international. Now, this has never been an option for me. I've never had to bother with this. In the past, it's always been, I ship it to Kentucky where GSP is, and then it's out of my hands and they take over from there. It's like doing any other label that you create. Well, apparently not anymore. So if somebody orders something from you and it's going international, and they're having problems paying for the item, you'll have to send them an invoice and change your shipping, which probably says this flat rate or whatever. I don't use calculated shipping. Yeah, you have to change it to international, and then send them the invoice, and that'll solve the problem. I hated calling them back 3 or 4 times for that. 4 times. Because I've worked in a call center before. It's a very thankless job, so be kind to those people when you call them. Remember, they're just working for somebody. They're not actual eBay. Just be kind to them. Be courteous. Be thankful. It is a thankless job, and it's a sucky job. But anyway, yeah, so in the future, if you have problems with international shipping, send the buyer an invoice and make the changes on your invoice. I charged $14.95. I shipped it in a medium flat rate box. You know, it only cost me $13.85 or something like that, so I make a buck. That's okay. It covers the cost of materials, packing, and peanuts. You know, I packed the bejesus out of this thing. It's 7 dwarves and Snow White porcelain. So I pack well. Most of my feedback is because of fast shipping and good packing, and I pride myself on that. Anyway, that's where that is. And yeah, yesterday I was making the video, and I was so mad, so hot. In hindsight, maybe it was my fault, but I sure don't remember receiving anything in any of their seller updates or policy changes that they send out to me every time they do something like that. I don't ever remember seeing anything about changing their international shipping. But you know, it's Canada. It seems to be a common problem with Canada. I went on the forums to check it down. I would really encourage people to stay away from the forums. It's yeah, it's a madhouse there. It's a slippery slope. More often than not, it's just people complaining about eBay. So there you go. I hope this helps you. If you ever have a problem with international shipping, there you go. It took me a whole week to figure this problem out. I'm thankful to my buyer that she was courteous and very patient. Yeah, you fill out the little customs paperwork at the bottom. It's nothing. You throw in the value of your item, the weight and size of your box. Doesn't matter if you're using flat rate or not, you still have to put that stuff in there. It's pretty easy. Medium flat rate box to where it was going, which is Vancouver, British Columbia, where it seems like most of my packages go. It was 17 bucks. And since the buyer was so nice and willing to work with me and stuff, you know, that extra few bucks, that's nothing. So I just paid that extra few bucks and got it out the door. So it's on its way now. Problem solved. If I run into this again, I'll know what to do. My biggest complaint about eBay is that the buyer calls eBay. The eBay points their finger at me. I call eBay. eBay points the finger at the buyer. And that's what went back and forth. when I finally got a supervisor in shipping on the thing, he says, oh no, just send an invoice and change it to international shipping. I said, when did this change take place? And he said, well, it's always been this way. I say, no. So, I don't know. There you go. That's all there is. Alright. Hey, I'll be on Two Beardo Show next week. To getting ready to come on now. I'm getting ready to run in there and poke fun at the fellas and see who's up. I hope to see you guys there. I'll put on my happy face and we'll have fun. I'll see you guys later. Ta-ta for now.